Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to our channel where we delve into the timeless stories found in the Bible. Today, we're diving into the book of Psalms, specifically chapter 80 to verses 1 to 8. In this passage, we find a powerful message about the importance of justice and the role of judges in society. The psalmist calls out the judges, urging them to act with righteousness and fairness. It's a reminder that we all have a responsibility to uphold justice and promote equity. As we continue our journey through the Bible, it's important to reflect on these timeless stories and their enduring lessons. They remind us of the values that have shaped our world and the principles that continue to guide us today. Psalm 82, 1 to 8 KJV depicts a scene of God judging those he has placed in positions of authority, highlighting their failure to administer justice and their eventual mortality. Verse 1, God presides over a council of the mighty, or gods, initiating judgment. Verses 2-4, God rebukes these gods, likely earthly judges or rulers, for their unjust judgments and partiality towards the wicked, emphasizing their duty to defend the vulnerable and deliver them from oppression. Verse 5, God points out their lack of understanding and their resulting actions that destabilize the foundations of society. Verses 6-7, God reminds them of their appointed status as gods and sons of the Most High, but warns them that they are still mortal and will face death and judgment like any other human or ruler. Verse 8, the psalmist calls on God to arise and judge the earth, asserting his ultimate authority over all nations. Interpretations and meanings. Delegated authority. The psalm addresses those with delegated authority, judges, rulers, and their responsibility to uphold justice and righteousness. Divine judgment. God will ultimately hold all in authority accountable for how they use their power and influence. Mortality. Even those in positions of power are not exempt from mortality and will face the consequences of their actions. Call for God's intervention. The psalm concludes with a plea for God to directly intervene and establish his just rule on earth, justice and righteousness. The psalm underscores the importance of administering justice, particularly for the vulnerable and oppressed. Accountability of rulers. Those in positions of power are accountable to God for how they exercise their authority. God's sovereignty, God's ultimate rule and judgment extend to all nations. In essence, Psalm 82 serves as a reminder that all power and authority are ultimately derived from God and that those entrusted with it are called to rule with justice and compassion, knowing that they will be held accountable for their actions. Thank you for joining us on this spiritual journey. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Until next time, stay blessed and keep exploring the wonders of the Bible. Bless.